Rachel, the average American woman is the most educated, most financially independent, and most free woman in human history. She's also the loneliest, most depressed, and least likely to have kids. Why do you think women are so unhappy in 2026?
That's the million-dollar question. There's actually been two large-scale studies done trying to answer that question. I think the first came out in 2009. It was called The Paradox of Declining Female Happiness. And in this study, the authors in their summary said that women have reported, this is based on women's surveys when you're asking women their opinion on how they are doing in life, how they feel about things. They're reporting higher levels of unhappiness, like you said, loneliness, depression, than ever before. So if we go back to the 70s, which is arguably kind of the tipping point where feminism became the dominant ethos. If you go back to the early 70s where they asked women these questions, they largely reported being pretty content. And now in the 2000s, we have 26% of all American women on at least one psychiatric drug. We have higher rates of fetal alcohol syndrome and alcoholism among women than we've ever recorded before. And women just overall reporting dissatisfaction, unhappiness, a feeling of being really torn, trying to have it all, trying to have a career and be a career woman and also have a family and do all of that. Women don't know what to do with relationships because on the one hand, they want men who make more than they do. They want men who are higher achieving than they are, yet this creates a paradox, whereas women have become the number one earners of college degrees. They have now got salaries that compete with men, and they've got more equality than ever before. They're finding that the men are not suitable to marry. They're finding that, they just can't find a guy who's on their level or higher, which is what they really want. So we've created like a paradox where by giving women everything that at least feminism told us they wanted, which was full equality, independence from men so that we could choose a husband based on, who we love and not who we need, that this would make women happier. And we're finding ourselves in a position where women are reporting the highest levels of unhappiness ever. They're actually even 3 times more likely than men now to have common mental health issues. Women have always been more prone to mental health issues than men since we started tracking that, but it's gone up. It's gotten worse. The disparity has grown. Women are finding themselves in a conundrum where they've got all the things that they were told would make them happy, and they're finding that they're more dissatisfied than ever. And what often happens, you'll see these viral clips on the internet of women in their 30s and 40s, sitting alone in their car crying, saying, I did all the things I was supposed to do. I followed the prescription and I'm unhappy. I'm stressed out. I'm alone. I can't find a husband. I won't have a family. Am I going to die by myself? What did I do? I can't go back. So for me, it's a really tragic thing for women.
So you would boil it down to women are unhappy because they're lonely, because they're not getting married and they're not having kids.
I think that's a big part of it. And I think it's also, we put so much pressure and responsibility on women to do it all, be it all, and have it all. I really experienced a lot of that myself in my early 20s. So after I got through K through 12 high school, I was always a smart kid. I was always in advanced classes preparing for college. I was given the message that you're definitely going to college. You've got to go. You're too smart. You can't waste your intellectual capacity by not going to school and having an important job. That's what you're going to do, from kindergarten on. And by the time I got done with 12th grade, I thought, I think I just want to get married and have kids. I really just want to marry my boyfriend, start a family, and be a mom. That's what I want to do.